Hi, I'm Curtis Parody. It's March 4th, 2015, and here's a quick look at what's happening now. Well, everyone, happy Wednesday. To kick it off, let's talk about smartwatches because they're kind of like the biggest thing ever happening with tech right now. At least one of the main tech items that are currently sort of trending, sort of becoming like a big player in like the market space. Apple making big news because on Monday they'll be hosting their big Apple Watch event in San Francisco. They're expected to announce pricing for the brand new Apple Watch along with release dates, and they'll be showing off more of the features of the Apple Watch and how it will of course integrate with your life. So we can look forward to all of that brand new information. Of course, we'll also be talking about all of the cool watch apps from all of the developers that are currently working on them. But if you're like myself and you can't wait to get yourself an Apple Watch, well, you can head over to mixyourwatch.com to actually mix and match a couple of different design ideas. This one right here is my all-time favorite. This is the one that I'm going to be purchasing myself, the silver Apple Watch with the sort of leather loop sort of band. I love the way it looks. I hope the blue isn't too blue though. I hope it's sort of like this mundane, simplistic blue. Going for the simplistic look. So of course, more information coming out on Monday. I'm excited. I hope to be getting my Apple Watch in early April. Pre-ordering is a must. After that, in the smartwatch news, Pebble Time. They announced it last week and I talked about it a little bit on Now. Well, their Kickstarter reached $15 million. That is insane. It is the highest funded Kickstarter ever. And of course, not to be trumped here, Android Wear. It appears that it could work with iOS in the near future. Some rumors are pointing that Google could be working on an iOS app that'll sort of bridge the gap between the two sort of devices. The interesting thing here though is that the fact that of course iOS runs like Apple's software and the of course Android Wear runs Android. So how do you get the two to interface? Interfacing! I don't understand how that would work. But of course, smarter people work over at Google. Hopefully that's a thing, because I would love to see some sort of Google or Android Wear sort of devices in the future for iOS. Of course, right now, if you want a smartwatch, you kind of are limited if you're an iOS user like myself. You probably want to get yourself a Pebble. That's pretty much like the coolest thing right now. Though, of course, Apple Watch is coming right away. And fun fact, just to note about that, I'm not wearing my smartwatch right now because it died. It ran out of battery juice, so first world problems. Next up, virtual reality, the part two Part two of the sort of tech landscape that's sort of taking off right now. Of course, Sony leading the way here with Project Morpheus. They announced this brand new device. It'll be coming out in the first half of 2016. It'll work with the brand new PlayStation 4, of course, to allow you to get inside of the game and sort of have a more immersive sort of experience. HTC also announcing their VR headset called the HTC Vive. Sort of a similar idea here, though I don't really know how this will integrate in the future. Maybe it will connect with their phones or something. It is a collaboration with Valve, though, so that's kind of an interesting thing. If you happen to be a Valve game player, that will be coming out before the end of the year, which is cool. So holiday 2015, look out for the HTC Vive. And last to end off today, let's talk about some quick topics here because there are a few different topics I wanted to sort of squeeze in all together, but I couldn't really figure out a way to sort of flush them out as big topics. Starting off, the new Avengers 2 trailer hit the internet today, so you can check that out. There's a link in the description down below. I can't really share a lot of it here. I can just share some like still images. Check out the full video, link down below. It looks freaking awesome. I'm super excited for this movie. Also, of course, I love robots, so the whole premise of this entire movie like appeals to me. Next up, Samsung is partnering with a company to develop a $30,000 dog kennel. It's now a thing, apparently. Yes, in a partnership with Samsung, the company is working on a one-of-a-kind $30,000 dog kennel. It includes a treadmill and a self-feeding area. Not only that, but your dog can sit back and enjoy some awesome TV on this awesome tablet, of course, provided by Samsung. So, of course, fun fact there, you could buy yourself a dog kennel that's worth more than, like, the average car. Yeah! And last, unfortunately, in some sad news, it appears that EA is closing the Emeryville Maxis studio. The Emeryville EA location has been home to Maxis for a few years now. Now, of course, we can all sort of speculate as to the reason why the studio might be closing. Probably has something to do with the fact that SimCity didn't do very well. But of course, to the people that have found themselves without employment here, I do feel for you. I'm sorry that this has happened. I hope greater things happen in the near future. And unfortunately, with the timing here, don't forget that Cities Skylines releases next week. That's going to be an awesome game. I'm really looking forward to it. It's kind of like a SimCity simulator, but it's kind of better and stuff like things like that, so check it out. But of course, let's jump back to one of the main topics of today, which is virtual reality. What are you actually interested in? Do you actually like the idea of virtual reality? Do you like want to like put the headset on and sort of become immersed in the world that is virtual reality? Or do you think it's just kind of like a fad and kind of stupid and you don't really want to do it? I'd love to hear what your guys' opinions are in the comment section down below. You can of course also let me know on my Facebook page, through my Twitter account, or of course through the other social media platforms in which I am on. There are full links to all of that and more in the description down below, along with links to all of the topics I talked about today. And of course, don't forget, while you're down there clicking around on all the other links, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for future-based content. I'm releasing content all week, so make sure you check that out. And of course, subscribe for future content, if I didn't already say that. I might have actually just said that. I'm forgetting what I'm saying while I'm saying it. This is a problem. Well, until next time, everyone, I'm Curtis Parody, and that's what's happening now. I should check if my smartwatch is, like, charged yet. First world problems.